Hello, good morning, good evening, everyone. My name is Silvia, and I'm here with Munisha today, and we're going to give you a little taste of what doTERRA is all about. This webinar is called Explore doTERRA. A little bit about me is I am a mom of three. I'm a retired ICU nurse. I've been a nurse for about 17 years. So I've got lots of experience in the medical world. And the last 5 years, I've been using doTERRA essential oils for my family and me, for our health. And it has completely transformed the way I manage my family's health in my home. And when I first started kind of looking into essential oils, I went searching for the best essential oil to use for me and my babies. And doTERRA was it. And I've looked at other essential oil companies, but there really isn't anything that compares. And we'll go into that a little bit. And Munisha will introduce herself a little bit later in the presentation. So our goals for this class is to empower you. So thank you for showing up. We want to teach you 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways to use them, and then of course, how to get them into your home at the best price. And then we're going to give you just a little brief intro to the biz side of doTERRA. So 3 really cool things about essential oils. Number 1 is they are completely natural and safe. There's nothing added to the oil and there's nothing taken away from it. They're just simply pure essential oils with no side effects and no addiction. They're safe for babies, children, adults, and even the elderly. Essential oils are extracts from plants that have amazing health benefits. I like to think of them as the plant's immune system, kind of like the life force of the plant, and we can receive those same benefits in our bodies. A pure essential oil is about 50 to 70 times more powerful than an herb. So if you had a tummy ache, I know we would grow up drinking like peppermint tea or chamomile tea. And if I wanted to address a tummy ache, I would just drink a cup of peppermint tea. Well, in order to receive the health benefits of 1 drop of peppermint essential oil, I would actually have to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you can see how it's concentrated and potent, and a little bit goes a really, really long way. Now, if we were in a class in person, I would give you a drop of peppermint oil and pass it around so you could experience it. And what I would have you do is put a drop in your hand. And if you do have peppermint oil, go ahead and grab it and do that. Put a drop in your hand and just breathe it in. And you'll notice that it immediately opens your airways. It instantly heightens your awareness and your senses and wakes you up. I love using peppermint first thing in the morning to wake me up for this reason. The thing you don't want to do is put it in your eyes because it will irritate your eyes. So try not to get it into your eyes. I've done it before and I'm crying in class because I accidentally touched my eye. And then what you can do is take the rest of that and kind of rub the back of your neck, and you'll feel a nice cooling and warming sensation. And peppermint's a great oil that helps with inflammation, discomfort. It helps bring circulation up to the surface of the skin. It helps cool the body down. I love, love, love peppermint oil. And the last thing you can do with it is actually lick your palm, and you can experience peppermint internally as well. So you actually experienced it all 3 ways. And I'll touch on that a little bit more. The second cool thing about essential oil is that they are effective. So not only are they natural, but they're also effective, and they're effective because of this right here. So this picture right here in the middle is a picture of our cells, and you can kind of imagine that my fist is a cell. On the outside of every cell is a protective fatty layer. It's a lipid bilayer, and that layer helps protect things from coming out of the cells and protects things that shouldn't be going into the cells. Now you can see inside of this cell is a virus. On the outside of the cell is a bacteria. Bacteria is typically too large in size and molecular size to get inside of the cell. Viruses, what they do is they actually go in and bury inside of our cells and use the cell's DNA and RNA to replicate. When you go to the doctor's office with a bacterial infection, they will typically give you antibiotics, right? And that's because antibiotics work outside of the cell and they're able to address this bacterial infection very well, right? Now, we also know that with that comes some side effects and sometimes pretty extreme side effects. And working in the hospital, I've actually seen some pretty extreme side effects to antibiotics use. And you get things like super bugs and super infections, and antibiotic resistance happens. So there are some serious consequences to the use of antibiotics. Now, when we go to the doctors with a viral infection, just a common cold, what do they typically say? It's just a cold, go home, rest, right? You'll be better in 7 to 10 days, maybe 14 days. Sometimes they might give you something for a headache or maybe something for fever or cough. And it's just treating symptoms, right? And that's because most modern medicine cannot penetrate this protective lipid bilayer in our cell that protects our cells. And we just have to wait out the life of the virus. Now, essential oils, they are smaller in molecular size. They are also carbon-based, and our bodies are carbon-based, and they are lipophilic, which means that they love fat, and they do really well with fat. And so they can actually penetrate this lipid bilayer very easily. And there are cell receptor sites on our cells and in our body that the essential oils attach to, and they work beautifully together. And so we have research that shows that oregano can actually break down the biofilm, the sticky, or tea tree, can break down, oregano can as well, but tea tree can break down the biofilm around the cell. Oregano can actually go inside the cell and cause cell lysis, which is death of the viral cell. And so we can use oils in this way very effectively. The third cool thing about essential oil is that they are very affordable. One of the things that that I really struggled with my kids was recurring ear infections. And that was actually what got me looking into essential oils. So we were dealing with some allergies and some recurring ear infections, and every little sniffle would turn into an ear infection. So now what I do to protect their ears whenever they come down with a sniffle, we were also using several rounds of antibiotics every year. Because literally any cold they would get would turn into this ear infection. And it was just, and I knew that it wasn't sustainable. I knew that I couldn't keep going on like this, right? And I learned quickly how to use the essential oils. And now what I do is I do a drop of lavender, a drop of tea tree, and a drop of basil on a cotton ball. And I just place it inside their ears at first sign of a cold, or if any complaints of an earache. And that's it. And it costs me about 54 cents to treat that ear infection. So it saves me time from going to the doctor, copays, paying for medications, taking time off of work, all of that with just a few drops of essential oils. And you can see how much money this has saved me. In the last 5 years that we've been using doTERRA, I have not had one sick visit with my child. They still get sick. They still get colds and flus, but I'm empowered to manage it at home, and they recover very quickly and very well. We also haven't used one round of antibiotic in my home in the last 5 years. So you can see how much money and headache and time that would save me, right? So 3 ways to use. You experienced all 3 ways if you followed along with the peppermint demonstration. So the first way to use would be aromatically, and using oils aromatically can be very powerful. If you pinch your nose right here, this is our olfactory system. It's right behind, it's our sense of smell. Our olfactory system sends signals to our limbic system. And our limbic system is the part of the brain that regulates our mood, our hormones, our memory recall, our heart rate, and our blood pressure. So it's a very powerful way that oils can instantly modulate all of those things. And it's simply through the sense of smell. I love diffusing in my home. I use a diffuser to help cleanse the air, to help shift the mood, again, because it's emotional support. Cleanse the air. Anytime somebody is sick in the home, I have the diffuser going. It's a great way to mute anyone coming in. Thanks, Munisha. It's a great way to also change the smell in your home without using fragrances, right? So this is a great way to just start replacing the fragrances that are actually toxic and hurtful for us with a more natural way that has side benefits as opposed to side effects. You can also apply topically. You could apply to pulse points to get emotional support. You could apply topically down the spine and to the bottoms of the feet. And these ways would give you more of a systemic, adjust things systemically. When you apply things topically, you'll want to use a carrier oil. I typically, and most of us typically use fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and it does not interfere with the chemistry of the essential oil. So it's a really great carrier oil. When you apply topically, it'll also reduce the risk of any skin sensitivity. And what it also does is it'll also enhance the benefit and the effect of the oil in that specific location. So if I have pain in my arm and I want to address that specifically, the fractionated coconut oil will trap the essential oils into that specific area, allow for a slower absorption time, and which will create a longer lasting effect. So topical application is a great way to use essential oils. One really cool way, and if you haven't tried this, if you have peppermint oil, try applying peppermint oil to the bottoms of your feet without diluting it. And within 20 to 30 minutes, you will actually taste it in your mouth. So you can see how just a drop or two of essential oil can actually affect every cell in your body. And it's just a really powerful way to experience them and kind of show you how fast they can travel in your body as well. The third way that I love to use essential oils, and the way that you can use essential oils, is internally. Now, internally, I would only ever recommend using doTERRA's essential oils internally, and that is because of the quality of doTERRA oils. Again, nothing's taken away, nothing's added to that essential oil, so it's safe for ingestion. If you go to the store and you pick up a bottle of lemon, a lot of times it says not safe for ingestion, not safe to use topically, irritant, right? And so it's because that bottle of essential oil is not pure, and they know that, so they have to write the warning sign. doTERRA's bottle of lemon oil has a supplement fact on it, and you can see, and that's how you know that the oil is safe for ingestion. Not all types of essential oil are safe for ingestion, and doTERRA differentiates that with the supplement label on the bottle. I love using oils. So I have lemon oil in my water this morning. It's going to be cleansing for the inside and the outside. Oops, come on. Okay, so I'm going to focus a little bit on some of doTERRA's blends. doTERRA has some powerhouse blend oils, and these are proprietary doTERRA blends. And the first one is Digest Zen. It's a digestive blend. It's one of my favorites. Digest Zen can be used for anything tummy related: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, bloating, if you're eating a heavier meal. So you can use it topically, internally, and aromatically. If you know you're going to have a heavier meal, you could put a couple drops of Digest Zen into your water. You could apply to the bottoms of the feet. If you don't like the smell of it, that's another way to use oils, is if you don't if you're not keen on the smell, just put it on your feet, put some socks on, get it away from your nose, and you can still receive the benefits of it that way. You could rub it over the belly. If you have morning sickness or motion sickness, you can use it aromatically. There's also reflexology points on your feet and even on your ears that you can apply the oil to. And I love this blend. I always have it for travel. It's in my car for motion sickness, for car rides and things like that. My kids ask for this. They know if their tummy hurts, they know to come and get Digestion. Our second oil is probably I think it is our number one selling oil, the On Guard blend. And this is a protective blend. And this is an immune supporting oil. So this is the oil I will start diffusing when someone in my house is not feeling well, because I don't want other people to get it. And I also want to help boost their immune system. You can apply this one topically. You can take it internally and you can use it in a diffuser aromatically. I love cleaning my house with this oil because it is a very good cleansing oil. I love using this internally at first sign of any cold or sickness. You can put it in a veggie capsule and take it internally that way. You can put it in a little teaspoon of honey, and it's a great throat soother. You can gargle it in water. You can make a little tea with it. It's just a really, really great oil to use every day in one way, shape, or form for immune support. Breathe is another powerhouse oil. This is our respiratory blend, and it's amazing for all things respiratory, especially the last 2 years with the pandemic and what's been going on. On Guard and Breathe have been like my safeguard in my home. We've used them so much. I will use Breathe at first sign of any respiratory thing. One of my favorite ways to use it is to get a hot mug and put a couple drops in it and just do some steam with it. You can also do if you're taking a shower, put a couple drops in the bottom of your shower and just have that steam rise with it. It helps open up your airway. This one can only be used aromatically and topically, so you would not ingest this oil. There is no supplement fact on this oil. You can apply topically, and I would dilute this because it has the peppermint and the eucalyptus can be a little bit irritating to the skin undiluted. So dilute that, rub it over your lung fields. You can put on the bottoms of your feet and do some pressure points with it as well. And it's a really great one for seasonal allergies and threats. So this is the oil that actually I was able to get my son off of his allergy medication with, and I would just diffuse it every night in his room with the wild orange because it just smells so good together. And I noticed the little dark circles under his eyes started to disappear. He wasn't snoring anymore. So if you've got snorers in your home, diffuse Breathe and get it on their big toe. It's a little oil hack, and report back because I guarantee that the snoring will either disappear or subside. A next blend is the Deep Blue blend, and this is doTERRA's soothing blend. And this oil is only used topically for discomfort. It's a great oil to use for joints, tired joints, discomfort, inflammation, muscles before and after workouts and exercising is a really great way to use it. I like diluting this to get a more localized benefit from it. And I love bringing it with me to a massage. It's like one of my favorite oils to bring for a deep tissue massage. A lot of times I will combine this oil with this next oil, which is Copaiba. Copaiba is actually a single oil, but I wanted to put it in here because it's, I think doTERRA was one of the first essential oil companies to come out with Copaiba. It is a newer essential oil on the market. It was more recently discovered in the last decade, I would say. It's a powerful antioxidant, and it's also a really great oil to use for discomfort. It's a great oil to use for nervous system support. So if you think of anything that could go wrong with our brain or our nervous system, most likely this oil is going to help support that process. You can use it by putting a drop under your tongue every single day to support your nervous system. It'll also support your digestive system and your respiratory system. So it's an oil that can be really used for anything and everything. You can also use it topically. And again, I love combining it topically for discomfort with the deep blue oil. And then it's the copaiba oil is actually in our adaptive blend, which is our next oil. And our adaptive oil blend is our calming blend. And this one was formulated for the mental health crisis in the world. And it was released, I think, just the year before the pandemic hit in 2019. And it's almost like doTERRA foresaw what was going to happen by releasing this oil, because it has been a godsend for a lot of people and a lot of family. And for me personally, I love this blend. My kids love this blend. And it's a very calming blend. You can use it aromatically and topically. The oil itself is not made for ingestion, but doTERRA did create an adaptive capsule that is a little bit of a different formulation that is amazing for anxious feelings and feelings of stress. You can add this oil to your bath water for a great relaxing Epsom salt bath. You can rub it on the bottoms of your feet, diffusing it. I love carrying like an adaptive touch roller, and I carry it in my purse just to apply to pulse points and then just breathe and just it helps calm me down instantly. So those are a few of our oils. But what makes doTERRA different? What sets us apart? There's a couple of things, and one of them is our amazing co-impact sourcing model. So what doTERRA does is we partner with farmers on the ground that have been doing what they do for generations, and we source directly from them. We create long-term contracts. We cut out the middlemen so that they can get paid fair wages and that the money is going back into the community from where the oils are from. We also create co-ops and farming coalitions where the farmers aren't competing against each other, but they're working together. We will create microloans so that farmers and distillers can actually purchase their own land. doTERRA doesn't just go in and sweep through and purchase land and, make it all about doTERRA. We really want to empower people all over the world. Over half of the oils we source are from third world up and coming countries. And so this is very important. Another thing that sets doTERRA apart is our unmatched quality, and it's our certified pure tested grade quality. And this ensures that plants are harvested in their natural habitat, which makes sure that the final oil that you get is going to be the highest quality. When a plant grows where it naturally is supposed to, the benefits of it are going to be superior to others. We have beyond organic standards, and this is because of the testing process we do. We run over 54 tests 3 separate times in the process. And we also use a third-party testing agency to ensure that our oils are pure. Okay, there are 3 ways that you can purchase doTERRA essential oils. The first way would be retail. We don't want anybody here purchasing retail. It's the highest price and there aren't any benefits to purchasing retail. The only time you'd really purchase retail is if you're going to in an office setting or a retail setting, and you're buying like 1 or 2 oils off the shelf that you want right then and there. What we want to help you do is create your own wholesale account so that you can get 25% off, just like I do, just like Munisha does. In many markets, you pay a $35 membership fee to get you the 25% off. And this gives you a wholesale pricing for a year. Now, the best value would be to get started with a starter kit where the oils are bundled. And I'm just going to go through 2 of our most popular bundles. And the first one is the Healthy Start Kit. And this is $160 US. And it gives you top 10 oils with a diffuser. And several of the blends that I talked about are in here, along with just the top 10 oils. What they'll do is they'll address over 80% of all the things that come up in your home. So it's just a really great way to address to have on hand everything you need for anything that may come up. And these oils are in the 5 ml bottle. So it's a little bit of a smaller bottle. You get about 85 drops in that 5 ml bottle. And the next kit is the Home Essentials kit. And each kit will look a little bit different in different markets. I know we have people from other markets on this call. And so this is how the US market Home Essentials kit looks. And it's $270 US, and it comes with a bigger 15 ml. So it's 250 drops, and you'll see you're getting 3 times the amount of oils for about twice the price. So it's a really great value, and you're saving a lot more. When you purchase a kit like this, it waives a $35 membership, plus you get more of a discount on top of that. And when you get started with us or someone on our team, not only do you get access to wholesale membership, but you also get access to all of our community resources. You get continuing education, access to our oil camps. We have giveaways throughout the year. And then you have guidance and support. You have somebody walking alongside you that has gone before you and used essential oils and knows what they're doing, and they can come alongside you and help you do the same. Now I'm going to hand it over to Munisha to give a little overview on the biz side of things.
Thanks so much, Sylvia. I have watched us talk intro to oil so many times, but every time 2 things happen. First of all, I learn something new every time. And then I also get inspired all over again to keep using my oil. So I hope everyone feels that way. I'm super excited to be talking now about the types of people that come to our classes. So, we have 3 types of people that join into our classes and our education and our community, really. The first type of person wants to live a natural solutions lifestyle. When they learn about the power of essential oils, they can't wait to start using them in their home and make those simple swaps, right, to feel healthier and happier. And doTERRA supports this type of person by providing the free monthly essential oil education. And as Sylvia mentioned, our team has enough education to keep you learning and on your journey. So we have our on-demand classes, live classes, and so many resources to share with you. Now, the second type of person comes to our class sitting here thinking, my mom needs these oils, or I want my friend to learn about this. Now, these are people who just naturally love to share, what they love. So doTERRA supports this type of person through a generous system to reward people who share the products. And as people consistently share over time, they can have their oils they purchase for themselves paid for each month. We call this free natural healthcare. And there are thousands and thousands of people around the world receiving free natural health care from doTERRA. And then there's the third type of person. So the third type of person is sitting here and watching Sylvia and I teach about the power of essential oils and thinking, that's what I want to do. I want to change people's lives through educating them about the power of essential oils. So doTERRA rewards them with this type of person through a very generous compensation plan. And as people educate others and build their businesses with doTERRA, they can earn enough to supplement or even replace their income. So they can become financially free. There is really a lot of power, and I always like to say depth in getting involved with doTERRA, because there's so many different ways that you can become a part of the community and grow it. So So at this time, if watching this call, watching our recording, just take a minute to really think about where you are in your current situation, right? Are you working a traditional job? So in a traditional job, what we find that happens is you're really trading hours for dollars. You have a limit on advancement and earnings, limited time freedom, and I would also add in location freedom in many cases. And then you're really building others' dreams. So this company, if you're working a traditional job and working for somebody else, you're really building their company, building their dream while you're putting in your hours, right? That's how we like to look at it. And then you're limited because you can only go in that job as far as you can go because it's not your company. Now, when you start working for an authentic direct sales company such as doTERRA, some of these things change. So you can start receiving true residual income. Residual income is income you are earning while you are not clocking in. Okay, it's residual income that is flowing up to you as you build your business. And with that comes no limits. So there are no limits on advancements and earnings. You can grow your business to wherever you want to grow it. You are the CEO of your own business. You also have that freedom to choose your schedule. And I love to say with doTERRA, because this is why I stayed in this business, was because I get to choose my location. And then you are building your dream. So when I started with doTERRA, I started using the products. A friend introduced me to them, and as soon as I started using the products, I saw them working. So mentally, they were helping me reduce stress that I was having. Physically, they were helping my body heal, and really emotionally, it was just giving me everything I needed with the community. As I started feeling better, people in my community saw that, and I quickly started sharing the products with them. They wanted what I had, so I was sharing. Now, within a few months, I was building the business because I saw that there was so much opportunity for purpose and impact through doTERRA that I just couldn't help but want to build this business really to wherever I wanted it to go. And I'm so super excited that I'm still here and teaching people how to bring the world of doTERRA into their own lives. So, we touched a little bit on this, but why doTERRA? Why now? There's so much going on in the world and things that are not even on this slide at the moment because the world keeps changing every few months. But what I can tell you is that doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. We are the most tested, most trusted oils in the market. And as Sylvia had mentioned, looking around at other companies and you see the differences in the oils and what they feel that their oils can support and how we feel doTERRA oils can support you. We have just tested them so much more to the point where we can really tell you that that same bottle of lavender that you buy over and over again every month, maybe because you're using it in your home, is going to give you exactly the effects you want because they are tested and trusted to be the same quality every time you open that bottle of lavender. doTERRA is used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. And this is really important as the world really is starting to look at natural health care, right? And ways to heal our body naturally. So important, just for not taking and falling into the trap of just using things that we are told to use because um, that's what we've known our whole lives. So switching naturally and doing those swaps is just so important. Ethically and sustainably sourced and working directly with the farmers. You see that through our co-impact sourcing models. We have 120 plus markets opening markets all the time. And what that really helps us do as wellness advocates and people in the business of sharing or building the business is that we can just have a larger reach. And we've become a real worldwide global team here at Team Oil. So coming together with us is going to give you a lot of options when you start talking to all the people in your communities and in your lives. The compensation plan is genius. We're going to just touch on that, and getting into that more with the person who invited you into this class or who shared the recording with you would be a great idea as you go forward. We have a high retention rate of 65%, and this is our customer loyalty. So usually in a direct sales company here in the US, the average retention rate is about 13%. So doTERRA is about, it's 65%. So that means 65% of people reorder products every month. And that's really important because they're ordering for so many reasons, right? They're ordering because the products are working for them, because they're finding the value in them, and they're getting all the support they need to use these products daily in their life. And that's really what we want people to do. We are a privately owned company with an incredible ownership team, and debt-free with no outside funding. So when you put this whole package together, doTERRA is really comes far ahead of a lot of companies that you can partner with. So just want to touch on some questions you might have as you've been watching the business portion of our presentation today. How do I make money? How much time is involved? Could this work for me? And what is the next step? So we're going to touch on these. How do I make money? It's the big question of life, right? So with doTERRA, there are a few things just in a general sense to know as you start to partner with doTERRA. The three main tasks the three main things you do when you are a business owner with doTERRA: you share the products, you empower people with getting the products in their home, and then you support them through the education. And again, our team has a lot to offer you in learning about these three and how to do them, and as well as just having a place for you to ask your questions and really give you the support on the business side. We have people who build this business in several ways. And again, because you are the CEO of your own company and this is your business, you can you network with your communities. You can advertise that, you know, as a wellness advocate, that this is what you're doing. And then you can also partner with other holistic practitioners and people in your world that would like to build the business with you. So we find that, you know, you can really structure your business in any way so that you can get the success that you're looking for. There are three things that I would say, or we would say that we do. You know, we do have the retail model. So if you are a holistic practitioner watching this and you feel that, you know, selling the products at retail is what's going to work for you in your current situation, then we do have a model for that. We do have, and then we also have the model of opening member accounts. I find this the best way. I love to have doTERRA do all the back end work for me as a business owner. I think it's amazing to have all that done, like the customer service and the shipping. So I love to have people who come to me open member accounts and get, and what I'm doing at that point is I'm just an educator. I'm teaching people about the products and they're going ahead and ordering themselves through their account. So this business model works for me. And then as you get into building the business, we help you create that team structure. So as you open those member accounts, we help you build the team structure and really strategize what's going to get you the furthest along in your business. And I personally love this part. It's like one of the things that I love to talk to builders about how they can really maximize everything from doTERRA. So how much time is involved? This is a big question. And there's also a lot of gray area in this. It really depends on what you want out of the business, what you want. So if you want your oils paid for, you are going to, you might need to put a few hours in a week to run the business in a way so that you are earning enough to get your oils paid for. If you want to supplement your income, you're going to have to add in some more hours, right? Just to build your business a little bigger, to get the real residual income flowing. And supplement your income. So maybe you're doing this as like a side business along with something you're already doing, or just as a gig, you know, that you're doing and doing enough to supplement your income. And then, you know, you can absolutely replace your income with doTERRA. I would say that I think we see people, you know, you need to put the time in, right? You need to put the time in to replace your income. So you might be spending more hours a week. It might be, let's say, like 30 hours a week, or, you know, some number. Now, some people grow faster depending on their communities. Some people are working in a different way. So it's, again, really dependent on what you want out of it. But how I would like to tell people is that you can have any of these and really grow a really impactful global business with doTERRA. So we'd love to show this slide. This is our income potential slide. And again, there's a lot of numbers on here, but what I really want you to see from this is the potential. Right. So when you start growing your doTERRA business, we help you strategize this. You know, we all start off as what we call our elites, and then we go ahead and build on our elite, build with elite leaders, and really grow through the ranks. As you can see here, we've got all the way from elite to presidential diamond. Presidential diamond is our highest rank in doTERRA, and we have several presidential diamonds. And there's really no limit. So again, like if you come on to doTERRA and you're working with a mentor and your business runs faster than your mentors, it's completely okay. There is no reason, nothing holds you back in this business. And I think that's what I want you to see from this slide. And again, looking at the hours at the bottom, if you're looking at this slide, again, those are really dependent on what you want out of this business. When I had started my business, I was barely sharing and I was able to hit silver in 6 months. So it was really, it really depends on what you do. And that was my goal. I really wanted to get to that rank really quickly. So, you know, if it's all attainable for you, we just have to I always say is just get started. This is an exciting slide to talk about. So right now, I know of at least 2 countries right now that have these Founders Club positions available. So Founders Club is doTERRA's way to reward people who are growing a business in a country. So right now there are opportunities available currently the US that I know of and in India, as India is a new market. There might be opportunities in your country. If you're watching this, just let us know and we'll go ahead and look for that. A founder is somebody who owns equity in doTERRA. So once you meet these certain rank and volume requirements, and you basically play the rules of what they're requiring, and once you do that, you own equity in the company, and that can be a substantial amount for somebody annually. So if this is something that, if you're watching this presentation and you're thinking, you know what, I want to go for one of these, this could really change my life, I would love to have this kind of impact in the world, then ask us about your country and we will find out. We'll get you all the details and we'll get you on a track to get this. It's very attainable, and you're really doing it with the right company at the right time, is how I would probably say it. So yeah, I mean, we all watch these presentations and wonder, what could I do this? Could this work for me? Few things, right? Are you passionate about oils? And I would almost change that to say, are you passionate about natural support, right? Because the oils are wonderful. We have other products as well, but it's really a lifetime journey for people when they join this. Are you passionate about natural support? That's how I'd look at it. Do you love people? Do you want to impact others, right? Do you want to be changing people's lives? And that's important if you're going to look at building this business. And then can you follow a system and get things done? So, again, once you choose to say yes to the business side of doTERRA, we have a very good system to get you plugged in. I can call it like a plug and play. You get in, you start. We have a lot of resources. You find the ones that work for you, and really, you can just get this business growing very, very quickly and to where you want it. Here's a picture of our global convention, which was in September of 2019. So you're looking at people here on our team, just a small group of people, small, large, depends on how you look at it, but this is global, and people coming from all around the world. So we have convention coming up in September. If you are in a looking into the business, if you love the products, if you're just ready for the next step of getting involved in a community like this, please come to convention in September. It's going to be amazing. It's really life-changing and can really move that needle forward for you in really whatever goals you have. So the next step. So you have to have a wholesale account. That is really important. So if you already have one, we just need to help you set that up and set up your 100-point loyalty rewards program. That is the basis of how you can continue to receive commissions from doTERRA. You will be doing a box a month. In the US, it's about $100. And the way I look at that is that's your products for the month that you use for yourself. It might be products that you're gifting or selling, but the main thing is that you are continuing to get all the support from doTERRA, setting up people's memberships, and they're doing all the customer service for you. So if you are a wholesale account member, upgrade yourself to a wellness advocate. If you do not currently have a wholesale account, please reach out to the person who shared this recording with you. If you're not sure who that was, then please reach out to either Silvia or myself, and we will find you where you need to go. You're going to choose a kit and you're going to set up your LRP. It's really simple. Once you do that, you are a business owner and you can start sharing and building this business. And then reach out for help. If you do that and you haven't heard from one of us or from the person who shared the link with you, then reach out and you're going to get plugged into all the training, all the resources, and you'll be really like on your way from day 2. And then start making your list and sampling everyone. This part is so much fun because when I first started and I knew I wanted to build this business, my first step was making this list, right? And when I made this list, I was thinking, who do I want to share this with? Who would love these products? Who needs this in their life? Who can I impact? And it was just really fun to make that list and really start sharing with people and letting them know what I was doing. Maybe sampling them, maybe, sending them some resources, just maybe inviting them to one of our classes or sharing a recording. So I love, love, love that part. And I think this is where we, start ending our presentation. But what I think Silvia and I both touched on is really like healing. And with doTERRA, I find that, we always talk about physical, mental, and financial wellness through doTERRA. So wherever, that can fit into your current journey, into your goals, into your vision for your life, it all really comes back to being your own healer. once you become your own healer, then you can actually, you're going to do so much good for your body.
Help
and
heal others.
Help heal others.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know. Yeah. This is the end of my part of the presentation, but yeah, Sylvia, is there anything else we need to
Thank you.
add?
That was so great. No, I think you covered it all. I mean, obviously there's so much more to the business, right? And this is just to kind of give you just a little glimpse of the opportunity, the oils. So this is very much of an introductory. And if you want more, if this was like not enough meat for you, we have meatier webinars. And so just reach out to whoever shared this recording with you or invited you, and we'll get you plugged into the next step and the next kind of resources.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
all
Thank
for-
you, Munisha. I
Yes,
got mine today.
Oh, you got your kit today.
Yay!
I got mine today. And that's why I wanted to hear the whole Zoom meeting today and your education, because I was going through all the oils. So I have 10 of them,
Yes.
and 2 of them very effective. The boy who spoke with you, Munisha, Jagdish,
Yeah.
he's buying another one, Digestion.
Okay.
And for his wife, she started receding, hair, the
Mhm.
scalp. I asked Mila, she said tea tree. So do you also suggest that?
Yeah. For hair growth, rosemary. Rosemary is also good. Rosemary
So
and
then-
lavender. Yeah.
And lemon. Do I mix them both?
Yeah. You can mix them with some fractionated coconut oil and just every night, right? I
Yeah.
would simplify.
Because they sent us the fractionated coconut oil also.
Great. Yeah. That's
mean-
wonderful.
You can also add to shampoo. So you can add, 10 drops of rosemary, lavender, peppermint can be helpful as well. Peppermint can bring blood flow, which brings nutrients to your hair follicle.
In this fractionated coconut oil?
In that, and you can do like a hair mask, or you can add to the shampoo directly.
All right. Thank you, Silva. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Shampoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some more
So-
information on hair oils, and I can share that in the group so that you have that. Yeah.
Yeah, please do, because there are 2 people who need for their hair.
Yeah.
So I think I'll wait
But
for your.
rosemary is like the hair oil.
Yeah. Rosemary.
Rosemary has been clinically shown to help improve hair growth.
And you just massage it with this oil or in the shampoo?
Both, either way. Yeah. You could even do a
And-
spray bottle
Okay. And how many times a week would you suggest?
every day.
Every day? Okay.
Every day. Yeah.
And that's the beauty of natural, because there's no chemicals. So she's using natural products. You can use it every day. And that's one, touching on how to use these oils also, we like to use it more often, but use a less quantity. As
Sure.
opposed to using a lot of oil at once. We reduce the quantity, but use it more often. And that's more
I think-
effective.
Yeah, rosemary, I'll just, okay. Let me order, because that's not in this kit. So
No.
I'll order it separately. I
Yeah.
think that would be. Is it
Yeah.
very expensive, Manisha? Is it very expensive?
I don't know the exact thing, but I don't think so. Yeah, you can ask her.
Yeah.
just
One of
to
the average priced oils.
Yeah, you can ask her to just open, in India, there's no charge for an account. She can just order directly, and 1 bottle of rosemary.
All right, thank you. And what else did they? Okay, the most expensive oil Mila's getting me is something with F,
Frankincense.
frankincense. I don't.
Yeah,
All right.
I think you
And
got
you
that in
can-
your kit.
that's in your kit too. It
No,
should-
not this one. Not this one. But anyway, I'll check.
No, Masi, it should be like a orange bottle.
It's in your kit.
Is it called frankincense in India, or is it called?
Yeah.
Because in China, it's called olibinum.
I got the.
China, it's called olibinum. Wait, can you raise your kit? Let's see if I can find it.
Unless it's the one with the copaiba and adaptive.
No,
What's
it's
the-
should be an orange bottle.
What's
No,
that
it's
one?
not. No, they're
That's
all
one
black.
bottle.
What's the one to the far left?
Let me see. This one is On Guard.
And the other side? And the other side? Far other side?
All right. Yeah, you're right. That's it. Sorry, I'm just okay. That's great. That's for skin too, right?
Yes.
Skin,
For skin.
cellular health, mood, everything. Everything. Frank is king.
Thank you. Asha auntie ordered just 1 or 2 separately, not the kit. But she says Serenity is not available in the Indian website. Serenity.
Should be.
But she needs to sleep. You know, she doesn't get.
It's not there
Yeah.
yet.
We
It's
talked
not,
about
Mega?
No. Serenity, Console, that's not there yet. Only past tense and adaptive.
You can use adaptive
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So the other one is adaptive. I didn't realize Serenity wasn't there.
and
yet.
balance. Balance is big.
Balance is there. Balance is there, adaptive and past tense.
Thank you, Vega.
And the most expensive one in the Indian market is Yarrow Balm.
Yeah.
For skincare. Yarrow
You're
Balm.
welcome.
Which one?
Yarrow.
Okay.
It's a
No,
bigger
I have-
bottle too. It's a 30 ml. 30 or 45. How big is it?
I'm not sure in the India market, but it's the yarrow flower and pomegranate. And it's very, it's the blue oil. I think I don't have it. I took it back to my bathroom, but it's a blue oil and very thick and very good for the skin.
It's amazing.
Wait,
That's
I got
That's
mine.
Did you get
That
it? Oh, I think I
that
saw
was
your reel.
Oh yeah, this mega
Oh, can
has
you see it? Yeah.
And it comes with a
Now
drop
this one's the killer price oil.
killer price oil. How big is the bottle, Mega, in your
But-
market?
30 ml.
30, yeah.
Double the size, 30 milliliters at about, what is that, about 500 drops?
Yeah.
Should be.
More.
I don't know, but it's really effective because I use it just some nights when I'm lazy. I just use that, no night cream, nothing, and it does the job.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
do
nice.
too.
Yeah,
All right. That's
Yeah.
good.
And I like
Yeah.
actually like you can actually add to that a couple of your oils. Like you could add some frankincense and tea tree if you want to create a more specific serum for yourself.
yeah.
It's good enough in
I love it.
itself. Yeah,
love
I
it's
love
pretty.
it.
It's easier when you just have no time. You just put a few drops and the job gets done.
And I will also like put a few drops in my hand and put moisturizer in my hand with it and just together.
And how about Immortelle? Is that in, I should check, is that in the market? Mega?
Yeah.
It is?
Yes, it's there. My mom's got one.
Yeah, so
My mom just
my
picked up one.
yeah, my favorites are Yarrow and Immortelle. So I'll use the Yarrow on my face and then I'll take the Immortelle and just roll it on those special areas. But yeah, that's another.
I've also poured an entire bottle of Immortelle in my Yarrow.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I do love the roller though. I love rolling on my face. The metal ball.
It feels
just
good.
feels so
Yeah.
good to roll on the face. The cooling. Yeah, I love that. Wonderful.
Well, thank you guys
All right,
you.
ladies.
Thank
for
you
today.
for coming.
I'll be at AWOL for a